In today's video, we're going to look at 4 exercises that you can do as a new animator to improve your skills. So stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Eon and welcome to my Start Animating YouTube channel, the channel that is specifically aimed at everyone that is new to animation. And if that is you, welcome, you are at the right place. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on that little notification bell so that you can get notified every week when I upload a brand new video. Now, if you are also new to animation or you are just starting out and you don't know where to begin, you don't know what you're going to need to start your journey, well, I created an animation startup guide, and in this guide I list everything you're going to need, from the different types of software like 2D and 3D animation software, as well as other software that you can use for animatic storyboarding, script writing, etc., plus some suggestions for drawing tablets, etc. So there's all the products with links so you can go and check out all of them, the prices, etc. And it's a great starting point for you. That's why I call it my animation startup guide. So make sure in the link there's a link in the description. Just click there and I will send that guide to you. And just quickly, I am going to start doing one-on-one coaching. So if you are interested, just let me know in the comments below. I'm starting one-on-one coaching calls as from September 2024. So if you are interested in just having that hands-on help with your animation journey, just drop a comment in the just leave a comment below and I will get in touch with you and we can take things from there. So talking about new to animation, if you are just starting out, in this video I'm going to share 4 exercises that you can do as much as you can. The more you can do it, the better you're going to get. So it's just not something you do once and you leave it. You keep doing it over and over and over, because repetition is the best way to learn. Okay, so the first one is the most common one, and that is the bouncing ball. So if you go to animation school, it is probably one of the first things you are going to learn is the bouncing ball. And the reason the bouncing ball is so important and what you will learn from it is, first of all, your timing. Okay, so you'll know how long it should take for the ball to bounce and for the second bounce, etc. So you're going to learn how to work out your timing. So that is a great thing. The second thing you are going to incorporate and learn to use and get used to is squash and stretch, one of the 12 principles of animation. So that will, because when the ball moves fast, it's going to stretch a little bit, and when it hits the ground it will squash, and when it bounces it will stretch again. So squash and stretch is something you're also going to learn when it comes to the bouncing ball. And then another thing you're going to learn is the flow. Okay, so how you can then incorporate the curve editor if your software has a curve editor. And what I mean about flow is, for example, the bouncing ball, okay, as it goes down, it's going to gain momentum because of gravity. So it's going to start off slow, but it's going to go much faster. Then it hits the ground and then it will go up. So it will first go up fast, but gravity, because of gravity, the higher the ball will go, the slower it will go, so it will lose momentum, and then when it goes down it will go slow and then gain momentum as well, so it will accelerate. So that will help with the flow as well. So to exercise the bouncing ball is really a great exercise that you can do regularly, and just to get these things in place and to timing, squash and stretch, and the flow of how a ball moves. And another thing it will also help you with is arcs, because with one of the 12 principles of animation is arcs, and that is obviously how a ball moves as well. It's not going to move in linear movement. So the bouncing ball obviously is a great exercise that you can do. The second exercise, and this is something that I do quite regularly, and that is to pose characters. Now, it sounds simple, but the reason why this is, for me, such a great exercise is, first of all, it will help you with your blocking, because that is what blocking is. Blocking is on your timeline, you block in, you pose your characters into certain positions. Then you go further on the timeline and then you pose them. So you get all your key poses in. So you'll need to be quite good. If you want your character to come to life, you need to be able to pose that character correctly. And that brings me to the second benefit of posing your characters and becoming good at it. And that is, it helps with your storytelling. Okay, so if you pose them correctly, it is as if your character is enhancing your storytelling. The character becomes more believable. So that's another exercise. Just take a character inside your animation software and just think of different things. A punching, get him in when he punches, when he kicks, maybe when he's angry, when he's sad, different type of expressions, movements, emotions, all of that. Try and pose your character, because it also builds up muscle memory. Because if you're going to animate and you quickly need to pose a character, then you know, okay, I've done this pose before. It just kind of comes natural. You know what to do. You know how the body reacts in certain instances. If a character is depressed, you know what that body does because you've kind of done it before. Okay, so, and if you are stuck, go and find images on the internet of certain poses and copy that. So that brings me to my third exercise, and that is to copy references. Okay, so you can use that when you pose your characters in the previous exercise, but this exercise of copying reference is just to take it that step further. You're not just copying poses, but the purpose of this is you need to copy. For example, you can either act out a scene, you record it on your phone, and then you try to animate that video clip that you've just recorded, or take a clip from a movie, try and animate that. Or if you want to have a more cartoon feel to your animation, take something from the Looney Tunes or something from a Disney movie and try and copy that animation. So copy reference footage. Now, why this is so important is almost like I've mentioned with the previous exercise, it will help you understand how the body moves. Okay, so it will, again, the more you're going to do this, you're going to build up muscle memory of how the body moves. And that is quite important, because if you don't animate your body moving correctly, guess what's going to happen? Your character's movement won't look right, it won't look realistic, it won't look believable, and your animation will fall flat. So it's very important to start to understand the body movement, and the best and the easiest way to kind of learn this is to actually to copy reference footage. The second thing it will help you with is to identify key poses. Like I've mentioned earlier, blocking is a great exercise, posing your characters. So when you look at reference footage, then you'll need to identify what is the key poses, because that will help you with blocking. Because when you block, you need to pose the key poses. And in order to do that, you need to identify what are the key poses that you're going to need to pose. So that is a great exercise that it will help you as well. It will help you to identify all the key poses of that specific movement, of that reference footage that you are using. And then it will also kind of help you with timing, because now you will kind of get the feel of when your character is punching, you're imitating or copying reference footage of a guy punching. You're going to start to learn, okay, how long does it take for a punch to happen? So it will help you with the timing as well. And then the final exercise is to animate dialogue, okay? Because all animations most animations, especially nowadays, they have dialogue. They have characters interacting with each other. And if you talk to actors, they will always say that they feed from each other. Okay, so that's what a good actor will do. When they are in a dialogue, they will feed off the other actors so that the dialogue that they are acting out looks more natural. And so you want that to come over and come across in your animation dialogue as well. So animate dialogue. So what this will do, it will help you with the body language, because in animation especially, you really want to let your characters talk with their body as well. You don't want them just to stand there and talk. You want them to talk with their bodies. Okay, so use body language. If the guy's confused, let him scratch his head. If he is depressed, let his shoulders drop his shoulders a little bit and drop his head and his whole face. Let his face droop a little bit as well. So it will really help you understand body language as well, and how to incorporate body language to help you with telling the story. And then it will also help you with facial expressions. Okay, so when the guy talks and he's excited, then you want his face to look excited as well. If he's upset and angry, you want his face to also look upset and angry. And again, all these exercises, the more you do it, what's going to happen is you're going to build muscle memory. Okay, so, and the more muscle memory you create for yourself with these exercises, the faster you're going to start to animate. Because if you want to animate a character who is really upset and angry and he is punching, well, you've done that facial expression before. You know what the facial expression is like when someone is angry. You also have animated someone punching, so you know how the body moves, you know the key poses, you know the timing. So all of a sudden, all these exercises come into play, and you just find animating so much easier. Your animations look more realistic, and yeah, it really, really helps. So again, if I can just summarize, the first exercise is the bouncing ball, then posing your characters. That for me is a fun one. I like to do that one. Then copy reference. Look at other material, movies, animations, film yourself acting out something. So use copy reference, and then finally animate dialogue. And those are the four exercises that I would recommend you do if you are new to animation. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like and also click on the subscribe button. It really helps us, the YouTube channel. And again, like I've mentioned earlier, if you are interested in one-on-one coaching calls, just let me know in the comments below and we can maybe set that up as well. So from me, Ion, I will see you guys in the next week with another video. So God bless and happy animating.